We're into January. We're going to see if we can get any January sales, if we can get any cheap transfers. But there's one goal in mind from this video, and that is to acquire ELLIS Sims. Welcome back, guys, to the FIFA 22 Hearts Career Mode. Some of you have asked in the comments to sign Sims. I think I tried to get them like last year, but Everton just wanted too much money. It wasn't a feasible option for me to get them. But now, financially, we're in a better position, and I am going to go ahead and not only try and sign Sims, but see if we can sign anybody else. We're going to look at the entire squad. We're going to look at the value of our players and see if there's potentially anybody that we can sell. Now, we do play Celtic in a week's time, but that is not going to happen this episode. This episode is purely about trying to get deals in, to get players in, potentially get players out as well, and we're just going to see what we can do. So let's get into the transfers, let's get into the transfer hub, and let's have a look then at ELLIS Sims, who we did shortlist onto the transfer thingy. And we need to try and find him. Now, hopefully he's not out on loan. He was there, like, literally was there a second ago. Now he's just disappeared. Let's go and find him. Let's go on the search for ELLIS Sims. I had him. There he's there. There he's there. ELLIS Sims. Trying to escape me. It's almost like he doesn't want to be signed, but we want him. So, we're currently scouting him. Let's shortlist him into the transfer. I mean, 24 days until he is fully scouted. We can't wait that long, because the transfer window will be open. We're going to take a chance. I do not know what rating he is. I honestly don't know. If we could sign him here and he could be an absolute dud. I honestly don't know what his rating is, but let's sign him and hope that it's pretty good. So we're going to see if we can afford him. 6 foot, obviously, £160. 4-star weak foot. 3-star skill moves. We don't know enough about him. Yep, we know that, but we're going to go ahead and try and buy him anyway. So with that said, let's go. Let's get into negotiations. Who is the Everton manager in this? Is it Frank Lampard? Is it Lampard? It might be Lampard. Is Lampard going to come all the way up to Edinburgh for this negotiation? He is. Oh no, it's Rafa Benitez. I thought he'd fucked off back to Spain. I thought he was embarrassed. I thought he got hounded out of Everton after the disastrous spell that he had. But nah, he's back. So let's go. Offer transfer fee. We want ELLIS Sims. I don't want to pay too much for him though. Let's see. We'll go 1.5. I don't know if he's any good or not. We'll go 1.5 million. Is that fair? Let's see what he says. Rafa Benitez doesn't look too impressed, but oh shit. I feel like you've wasted my time here. You've come nowhere near a serious... Oh god, right, okay. So apparently 1.5 million isn't enough for Sims. I have no idea how much Everton want, and I think it's going to be a wee while before we can renegotiate, so that was an absolute disaster. Okay, that's not what I had planned here, but but there you go. ELLIS Sims is not going to be joining Hearts this moment, not today at least. Let's have a look then at the squad hub. Let's see where things stand. So we're going to go through our entire team, and we're going to see how much players are worth, and we're going to see what we could be selling them on for. So goalkeepers, obviously Clark's our number one. We've got Stewart as backup. I'm not looking to get rid of both of these. Can stay at the club. Maybe down the line we should be looking to replace Sander Clark, but at 31 he is still good for the foreseeable future. So, I mean, Craig Gordon did decline rapidly once we started the game, but let's be real, Craig Gordon's 39, 40, whatever, so obviously his rating was going to go down quickly. Left back's got Stephen Kingsley, he's valued at 1.1 million. We've got Cochrane, who can barely get a game, valued at 1 million. But I noticed this, Aaron Hickey, look at the value. His value's went up 154%. What an increase. He's currently on 7 grand a week, and he is valued at 14 million. So if we did sell Aaron Hickey, we would be getting astronomical amounts of money. But also at the same time, if we hold on to Hickey, how much better is he going to? How much more is he going to improve? If we hold on to him, maybe for even the summer, because January you don't tend to get as much as you can. Summer transfer windows, you tend to get more money for players. I mean, I do think selling Hickey's the way forward, but I'm just wondering whether or not we sell him in this window. I mean, I think we're going to be guaranteed quite a lot of money, but I just wonder how much his value will go up if we hold on to him for another 6 months. But he has a possibility that we could sell. Yosha Tommy, his value's up 41%. The guy is only 20, he's valued at 1.2 million. We've got 4 years left on his contract. And I feel like he's getting better with each game that he plays. So he's another player that we could sell him now, but I feel like if we hold on to him for a bit longer, he could be worth a hell of a lot more in the future. Who knows? Maybe by the summer, he could be worth 2, 3, 4 million. We've got Halkett. He's not going anywhere. I mean, he's 28. He's in his prime. I don't want him to go anywhere. He is a solid part of our defence. He's probably the most crucial defender that we have at the club, so I'm happy to keep him. Lorenz, his value's increased by 2%. Not a lot. Still only 20 though. For some reason, he's not improved as much as Josh or Tommy, but it'll be interesting to keep an eye on him to see which of those two will improve more in the future. O'Donnell, his days of improving probably over. 31 years old. His value has not increased. 625,000. I got Jamie Brandon, can barely get a game. Honestly, I don't know why. He's coming into his prime. His overall's went up 1. He is valued at 1.1 million. His value's went up by 10%. He should get more game time than he does. Maybe we could look to sell Brandon. Maybe even loan him out. I'm not too sure. We've also got Cammy Logan, another guy whose values went up but can't get a look in. And these two, I mean, there's a need for both of them. Probably not. Cammy Logan, I might actually put on the loan list. So let's do that. Add him to the loan list. Could we maybe do the same with Jamie Brandon? You know what? I think we'll add both of them to the loan list, because at least if we loan Brandon out, he'd be getting regular football perhaps. And that would definitely benefit him. Cammy Devlin, his value's up by 69%. Cammy Devlin is rated at 22 million now. And while that is a phenomenal amount of money that Hearts could only dream of getting their hands on, I don't want to sell Devlin, man. He is a key player for us now, up to 78 overall. And I do believe it's only a matter of time before he gets to 80. And I just think if we are going to try and aim to win the league, if we are going to try and get into Europe and do something in that, we need our best players. And Cammy Devlin is certainly one of our best players. Benjamin, his value's went up by 19%. He's valued now at 3.1 million. Could be a potential selling. For now, I think we want to hold on to him, but the money is there if we decided to cash in. Got Barry Mackay going nowhere. Josh Ginnelly going nowhere. I mean, these two are crucial. Pretty much start every single game for us, so we need them to remain at the club. Barry Mackay and Ginnelly have to stay. Cordero, his value's only went up by 7%. I thought it would have increased by more. I'm not going to lie. With that 70 overall, his value's went up by 7% since we signed him. You've got Haring, 30 years old, hasn't really done much. Just pretty much a squad player. You've got Andy Irvine. His value's increased by 21%. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe Andy Irvine could get sold. It would be a profit. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. You've got Andy Halliday. Seems to be on the decline now at age 32. His values went down by 6%. He's only got 6 months on his contract as well. So he might be one of those players that leaves us and ends up going for nothing. We've got Finlay Pollock. His values increased by 15%. We're maybe actually going to go ahead and loan him out. See if we can get him loaned out. Jamie Walker is pretty much just making up the squad numbers at the moment. He's got a year and 6 months on his contract. Lyndon Dykes' values are up 4%. I mean, he's been okay. He's not scored the spectacular amount of goals that I was hoping he would when we signed him, but he's been okay. Liam Boyce, his values went down 30%. This guy's plummeting. 6 months on his contract. I'm not going to offer him a new deal. He might choose to leave on a free in this window. But yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, if he doesn't leave in this window, maybe we'll offer him a 1 year deal, but I don't think Liam Boyce's future is in a maroon shirt, if I'm being completely honest. We've got Cameron Dunbar. His value's not at 25%. Definitely be money to be made there, I think, in the future if we do decide to sell him. He's not getting anywhere near enough game time, so I can't say he's been a failure. I can't say he's not delivered, because he just hasn't really featured him on enough. It's been the Lyndon Dykes show for sure. Armand Nongelay, another player just like Boyce. I don't think is going to be a long-term player here. Could potentially be leaving in the summer and might even agree a transfer in this window. And that is it, guys. That is our player. So we'll wait. We'll see if we get any offers in. We'll sim a few days. We'll ELLIS sim a few days to see if there's any bids in. We move into Tuesday. We'll move into the next day, which I believe is obviously Wednesday. If you know your 7 days of the week, then you'll know that. We've got Celtic on Saturday. Let's get in here. We've got Jamie Brandon. Thanks, boss, for the loan move. Yeah, of course, it's definitely. I mean, it's definitely the right move for Jamie Brandon at the moment. If he can't get game time, then he needs to go somewhere else to get that. If we look at the transfers, though, let's have a look then. Can we put in another bid for Ellis Sims? I don't think so. It's only been 2 days. Let's have a look then. Where are we really looking? What position are we wanting to improve in? What about first team quality? Playmaker. Who have we got here? Jordan Holsgrave. He's a free agent, Scottish. He's looking at a new club, but I'm not a big fan of him. Ashley Barnes looks impressive, but he is retiring, so... Anthony Knockhart. I believe did he not win the league title with Leicester? He's kicking about looking for a club. Lee Dong Kyung. Looking at these dudes here, there is some free agents. We've got Sedan's nephew there. Jamie McGrath's a player that I have looked at over the years. Now, I don't know whether or not I want to buy him. Probably not, to be fair. Because he's getting up there 27. I don't think he's much more likely to improve. He is 70 rated, but I mean, he is a decent player. We've got Yunden Fuchs, who I've always thought was good in FIFA. Another player that we could maybe bring in, but I think we're packed in the middle of the field at the moment, so I don't think that is a... Look at this guy, though. Alex Collado, 24 years old. He's a free agent. He could be worth signing. Then there's this Pablo... Holy crap, this guy's good as well. Pablo Gavi. I think we're going to have to... Yeah, we're going to have to shortlist this guy. Brandon Domenicus. And this Alex Corrado guy as well. I mean, just due to the... We are lacking wingers. You know what? I think we're going to go into the free agency and see if we can get a wee look at these guys and see if we can potentially make a signing or two. Let's go and do it. Because those players did look pretty damn good. So, let's get into it then. Office, transfers, transfer hub. This is where all the deals go down. This is where all the good stuff happens. Can we get it over the line? Can we get somebody into the club here? So we'll start at the goalkeepers. Now, I've been trying to sign this guy for a while. Kosei Tani, Japanese, 71 overall. He's only 23. I think he could be a solid keeper, but at the moment, I think Sander Clark's doing okay, so we don't really need to bring him in. But he is someone I have looked at. We've got right back options. Nathan Patterson. I would be willing to give Nathan Patterson a home. I just said we've got Jamie Brandon, we've got Stephen O'Donnell. But if Nathan Patterson wanted to leave Rangers, trust me, I'd happily take him. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. This guy here, I've been looking at getting. Again, I don't think it's going to happen. Kim Min Jae, 78 overall. I wouldn't mind getting Kim Min Jae. There's Welsh, Gordon, Ross. But I don't think we're here to sign centre backs. Now, Taylor Moore is somebody that I have looked at, trying to bring back into the club. You know, I think we'll go try and get him right now. We'll try and get Taylor Moore right now. Let's see if we can bring him back. The Hearts. I think the problem was when I last tried to get him, he wanted like 8 grand. And I have had a few people comment that they want me to try and get Taylor Moore. So we're going to offer 1 million. And we'll see what Bristol City have to say. They want 1.550. So that is a bit more than we want to pay. Let's see if we can counter. Propose a new transfer fee. What if we counter with 1.25? Let's see what they say about that. We are meeting halfway. Almost. We're meeting a little less under halfway. And he's saying it's non-negotiable. What if we say... I know he said non-negotiable, but if we go 1.4, I feel like if he says no, he's been very unreasonable. I feel like he's been an absolute prick. They want 1.45. Okay, fine. Fuck it. That was a hard deal to negotiate there. What a greedy bastard, man. Literally, you know what I mean, worrying about 50 grand. I mean, I could understand if the 50 grand's coming out of his pocket, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's bloody not. Right, we've got Taylor Moore then. We have to try and agree contract with him. Who else have we got on the list here? There was possibility of us signing McKenna, who's 27 now. 74 overall, though. Pretty impressive stats there. Grant Hanley's someone I have looked at, but his wages since he's a Premier League player is just far too much for us to contemplate even paying. So that's definitely not going to happen. Glenn Johnson was someone else that we looked at, but that deal's not going to happen. Middle of the park, like I said. Yeah, I mean, we are packed, but Pablo Gavi is just... I mean, yeah, we're going to approach to sign him. And if we do get him, then that probably will... I mean, it's good. I don't want to say this is going to lead to Cammy Devlin getting sold, because it's not. But, I mean, we are probably going to have to sell quite a few midfielders if we do bring in Gavi. So, we're going to say you're important. This guy is really, really good. He's 19, man, and already it looks like he's going to be a phenomenal player. So, That doesn't work. Okay. Crucial. You want Crucial? You've got Crucial. Now the wages I think might be a bit of a concern. He wants a 4-year deal. You've got it. We'll give you it. You can have it. Take it. We're happy to disregard a release clause. We don't want that. We'll say 20. I think this guy will be like pretty much get sold straight away though. I can just see him turned into a great player, and they're not budging. They want 11. Well, you know what? I guess that's better than nothing. You know what? It's not a end of the world if we get him for free, and we can someday make 11.6 million, and that is not bad. Next thing, he's looking for at least 3.5 grand a week. We're going to agree to that. Yeah, it's going to signing bonus is 36 after 25 appearances. He wants 98 grand. 100%, he can have it. That's absolutely fine. And there you go. He's keen to see his new teammates. We've just signed Pablo Gavi, guys. What the fuck? Pablo Gavi is now a Hearts player. That is insane. Right, let's go and deal with Taylor Moore here. Let's see if we can get another player in. Well, these would be two great signings. If we can get Taylor Moore in and then we get Ellis Sims in, I mean, that would be great business. But we probably will have to... Current wage is 17 grand though, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, yeah, like I said, I think, because we have tried to sign Taylor Moore before, it's the wages that cause a big problem. So he's agreed on the amount. Let's say 4 years. Will he agree? No, he doesn't want 4 years. You know what, we'll say 3. I mean, I'm not happy enough to pay 1.5 million for 2 years just, so we'll disregard the release clause. Salary. You know what, I'll go 10, and I'll give him a signing bonus of 100,000. But that is the most we can do. I mean, that is probably it. I mean, he's taking a 7 grand pay cut. He'll probably say no. He wants... Well, actually, we can make that work. But I still only want to give him 10. I'm not going over 10. But we'll give him the signing bonus of 100,000, and we'll give him the 50,000 after 5 appearances. Hold on here. That's 5 appearances is just too little. After 25 appearances, you can get that. Now, we've negotiated. Now, we'll have to see what he says. Okay, oh god, right. It's back to the wage thing. You know what? I'll give him that bonus after 5 games, but the wage has gone back down to 10k. The wage for me is non-negotiable. And we'll see what he accepts here. Will he accept it? But, okay, there you go. It's not what he was hoping for, but he's keen to join the club. So 10k a week will settle the deal. There you go, boom. Shaking hands. And what a transfer window this has turned into, and we're only halfway through it. We've got Taylor Moore back into the club. Pablo Gavi is... I don't even know what rating Pablo Gavi is. Is there any point... I'm going to continue looking through these for now, just to see if there's anybody else that catches my eye. But I am more than happy with those 2 signings. And if we can finish it off with Ellis Sims, that would be absolutely insane. I also forgot about that other guy that we put into the shortlist. What was his name? Colorado. This winger guy here. He's 24 years old, 74. I mean, yeah, he wouldn't be that great of a signing, but I mean, he'd be solid. 72 overall, he would improve. But I think with those 2 signings, I think we might just cool off on things a wee bit. And we'll wait. I'd rather wait and hear back from what Sims has got to say. So, yeah, I mean, we don't know what rating Sim is, but I am going to try and sign him regardless. Let's look at the 2 new players, though, in the team. So, let's go into the squad and let's have a look at them. I'm going to think Pablo Gavi, I think, might be rated about... I'm going to say 73. I think he might be 73. What is he going to be? 72, I was close. So there you go, Pablo Gavi then. A member of Hearts. That is phenomenal. And Taylor Moore, 71. I imagine both these guys will probably be... I don't know where they'll go into the lineup. I might start them in the Scottish Cup game against Celtic. I'm not too sure. Ratings-wise, Benjamin is the second best midfielder we've got. But Gavi just is, due to his potential, he's going to well overtake Benjamin. And it could potentially mean Cardero leaving as well. I don't know. Or do we try and implement a new formation where we can fit more midfielders in? But I just feel like we are kind of stacked now in the midfield. We've got Gavi, we've got Benjamin, we've got Andy Irvine. You know, our midfield is pretty insane here. We are building a quality midfield. And then you've got Andy Halliday. How is he supposed to force his way into this midfield, guys? Honestly. Seriously, I don't get it. I do not get it. Right, we're going to sim up to the Celtic game. And if Sims is available for a new offer, then that is that. We will put in an offer for him. We'll try and get him. Last time I offered 1.5 million. I think we'll go maybe 2.5. I'm not too sure. We're still scouting him, so I don't really know what a fair amount for Ellis Sims would be. But I do think Ellis Sims and Lyndon Dykes could be a really good partnership up front. Could be a partnership that brings trophies to Hearts. So, I mean, it is important that I do sign him. But again, it's hard to judge. I don't really know how much we need to... I don't want to overpay as well. You know, that's the thing. I don't want to overpay as much as I want Sims. I mean, I don't want to bankrupt the club. I don't want to pay like a couple more million than we would need to. Unfortunately, we cannot negotiate at the moment, but we still should be able to get him. It normally takes, what, about a week, 2 weeks until you can renegotiate, so we've still got time before the window. Hopefully we'll be able to bring Ellis Sims in, but for now, I mean, we've made 2 really good signings. We've got Celtic up next. That should be a massive game. We've got Pollock wanting to play. No chance. I mean, that's what I've got to say about Pollock. I mean, we want to have a good cup run. We never have a good cup run. I want to have a good cup run this time around, and I don't think playing Finlay Pollock in there is the key to obtaining that. So that's going to do it, guys. Up next, we have Celtic. Will be an absolutely massive game. I'm going to go all out. I'm hoping that we get the win. Hopefully we can knock the game out. We've won 5 games in a row. If we can continue our form in the Scottish Cup, then we will be into the quarterfinals. If we don't, then we'll probably get tanked by Celtic and we'll be knocked out again at the first round. So yeah, big game coming up next time. Make sure you tune in for that. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment. I did try and sign Sims, but unfortunately my opening offer was too low. I'll make up for it next time. 1.5 wasn't enough. I think next time we'll maybe go 2.5. I don't think it'd be worth any more than that. If you do have a recommended amount that I should bid for Sims, then by all means leave it down below. I'll bid that amount and we'll see if we get him. I mean, I want to get the deal over the line, but at the same time, I don't want to overpay for him because, like I said, we're Hearts. We're not exactly PSG. We don't have money to burn. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Peace.